Hello everybody, Mad Marshman here for another episode of The Night Garden, our vanilla survival let's play. So let's have a few updates today. Let's get armoured up first. We're not doing anything too dangerous, but you never know. Right, the potato farm. The potato farm is crazy. We've got 80 potatoes and it's enough to feed an army nearly. I do a little bit of messing around in here. And next thing you know, you're faced with this and you've got no coal left. So that's fantastic. We have another door leading to nothing. That's a future project. I just covered this with glass and a wall. I didn't know what to do with this area, but fond memories. This is where we started out, got most of our ore, had a first couple of deaths and set up home, so that can stay like that for now. I was going to do something in there today, but I'm lacking in materials for what I want to do in there. So we have a slightly better way of getting down now. Here's the zombie zen garden. As you can see, we have pumpkins and melons. The mushrooms are gone crazy. I didn't think you could get that many to grow that close to each other. We have lily pads so we can walk on water. Who wouldn't like to walk on water? Another pumpkin there. As you can see, this is working well. If you want to see how to build this, last episode. Thought we'd see one going up by now. Here they come. Up they go, up the motivator. Down they go. Right, so we'll leave them, we know how that works. And also, I can't hear one yet, but I don't think we're going to need a slime farm, because we've definitely built our base in a slime chunk. Most times I come down here, there's slime. When I go into the mine, there's slime. There's slime keep spawning above the potato farm. So I'm not short of them. Also, we had the skeletons spawning in the spider spawner. And my friend Brink said they may be spawning on top of the cacti, and I had pondered that idea myself. So, as he suggested, we're now going to go and eradicate. Oh, this is the problem with the safe drop. Still not the most elegant way of getting around my base. Quicker going down, but not so quick coming up. Right, we don't need to go all the way up, we just want to go in here. Right, so if we place a glass block there, and there, there, and there, nothing can spawn on top of the cacti now. So we'll keep an eye out for skellies. See if that has solved it. This is doing as intended, giving us lots of string. I don't know how many stacks we're up to now. Nearly 13 stacks, which is more than enough tripwire than I will need for a long while. We'll keep going at least until the chest is full. These mobs die instantly, so they don't cause us any lag. Right. Jump over the hole. Oh, I didn't jump over the hole. I fell. Right. Really must do something with that. Another trapdoor maybe. Trapdoor and a tripwire. We'll look at that another day. Now what you want to look at today is this. If you look at the mini-map, you can see the monstrosity in the middle of the crosshair. We have a mob trap, a hopper and a chest with very little in it. Now the rates are pretty pathetic. This is for two reasons. One, the mob trap is only one layer thick, and secondly, I've not lit up all the caves and all the ground in a 128 block radius. But as I said, you don't need these super efficient farms. In the time it's taken to get the 8 gunpowder, which is all I'm really interested in, I've used 2 gunpowder for potions, so the trap is working. But as I didn't show you the build, because as always I was trying to get moving, get stuff done, I'm now going to put a second layer on it so you can see it being built, just in case you've not seen this type of trap before. We'll take all our stone for now. We've got more cooking in the cookers, in the furnaces. I can't believe we don't have a crafting bench spare. We'll quickly make one, because we'll probably want one while we're out there. Put this back. Yeah, I think I've updated you on most of what's gone on. I have been to the Nether with a fire resist potion and fought. That's the problem. The hitbox on the crafting table, you have to aim up to get your water. See, that's just killed the water source block, so I must have aimed slightly to the right. Alright, so you need to be up and in the middle. I'm going to change this as well. We may do it this episode, we may do it next. I've got a plan for that. And before we go anywhere else, we'll take a health potion. And we'll just use at least one of the trapdoors we've got around here to stop us falling. How many zombies have we got? Skellies, 126. We'll just soak this up. Are we going to get level 30? We are indeed. $33. We know what that means, don't we? Let's go and do another book before we do anything else. Make use of our lovely levels. Oh, as you can see, the Skelly spawner is churning out loads of stuff we don't need. We only really want it for XP now, because everything else is getting full. But that is why we built our base here. That is why I said if I hadn't have found a spawner, I would have gone looking for one for the base setup. This gives you such a good start in your world. Power 4. Aren't we the lucky ones? We really are. We've had some great enchants. Where's the weaponry? At the top, I think. Power 4, Power 3, Unbreaking 3, Sharpness 3. That's 2 books I combined. Sharpness 3, Knockback 2, Fire Aspect 2, Smite 3, Power 3, Infinity. You don't really need Infinity. Fortune 3, Efficiency 4, Efficiency 3, Feather Fallen 4, nice pair of diamond boots coming up. Protection 4, Fire Protection 4, Aqua Affinity, Protection 3, Thorns 1, Fire Protection 3. All level 30 enchants. Or a couple of them were found in dungeons. So obviously our mob spawner, I've put the first layer is 26 blocks above where they impact into the top of the hopper, so everything dies. It's night time, so we'll just have a quick kip. Alright, off we go. No skellies in there right at this particular moment. Hopefully never again. said, you don't need these huge farms. I mean, that's the nether wart we're growing, that little bit round the edge there. And we've got 3 or 4 stacks of nether wart already. We've got foo melons and pumpkins down the bottom. This is where I started my melons when I came back from the abandoned mine shaft, just to make sure we got some. Right, so here's the mob spawner, or the mob spawner trap. I can hear an enderman. Where is he? I have killed an enderman in the not in the last episode, on my own actually, while I wasn't recording, with my loot and sword, and got 3 ender pearls. So that was very handy. So what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to put our crafting bench in here. So that's the centre, and also that should end up in the hopper when we've finished working. So the layer underneath is all built out of smooth brick. Cost me a fortune to build and was a complete waste really, because no one's going to see it. So we're going to build this layer, smooth brick on the outside, but cobble in the centre, in the bits you don't see. So let's put up a bit of a wall. Get this going. I might see you when I got this bit done. Right, here we are again. Time to start with some of the walls are up. So now it's time to start with the spawn pads. Spawn pads are 3x3. This is an etho design. You probably already guessed from the mob softener in the zombie zen garden that I'm an etho fan, and why wouldn't you be? Brilliant LPer, very clever man. We'll use up a few more cobblestone before we do any crafting, because we've got no slots. Don't actually even need them middle ones, or the back ones for that matter. Could leave a lot of these out. We'll leave one space out because nothing's going to spawn in one space. A little bit saving on resources. Not much, but a little. Right, we can craft something now. We'll have... That didn't work out very well. Let's get hold of them again and drag them across there. That's better. That's easily enough. Right, so these are actually going to be... Keep my cobble in number 8, because that's where it always is. Doesn't really matter in the survival world so much, but when I'm playing super hostile, everything needs to be in the same place every time. Right, and the one in the middle stops spiders from spawning, because spiders would jam this up. We don't want it jammed up. And we've got so much string in our other trap, we really don't need spiders. Right. Hopefully we'll get this done in a reasonable time. Yeah, I had another project I really want to do today, but I'm not quite sure if I got enough resources for it, and I don't want to do half a job. I want to do it, as you probably noticed from my LP, I like to pick a project and try and get it done in half an hour. There's some LPers who do nothing but talk and get very little done. And there's nothing wrong with that if you can pull it off. I mean, I like watching Good, and I've seen him do nothing more than shovel dirt for 30 minutes. But the man is a great storyteller, and you are entertained. Joe Hill's just used Minecraft as a vehicle for his stand-up comedy routine, or if you can call it a routine. He's a very funny man, very clever man. Again, if you want to learn anything about Minecraft, probably not the best person to watch. But a very funny fellow indeed. I, on the other hand, am still struggling to talk and play at the same time, so I tend just to commentate on what I'm doing. I don't know if I could tell a decent story or make a decent joke while I'm working. Right, how are we doing? We're not far off being there. We have got to make some adjustments as yet, though, I just realised. I don't know why it didn't work out as we built it. I normally make these traps so I can switch them on and off as well, but I don't think I'm going to bother with this one, because it's going to have such a low spawn rate. And everything's going to die instantly, so it's not going to cause any lag. I think we'll just, and it's quite complicated to set this up with all lamps on every layer, and the layers are odd numbers tall, so when you invert the signal each time, it's actually a different method of inverting it on alternate layers. So if we're not going to do it, you don't need to worry about it. Right, I need to step this out a bit. Should have done it as we built it, but we can manage. I want to keep it looking the same as before, so we don't actually need the 3, but we'll have them anyway. Come in a bit. That and that. So we've just got to do 4 of these. I assume that's going to look the same as what I've done outside, because I will tidy this up eventually. Could use cobblestone there, but we'll splash out on some smooth stone. Yeah, this trap, I think, provides 100 spawning spaces, I think. Can't guarantee that, but we can soon work it out. I think there's 12 pads of 9, each with 1 space removed, so it's 12 eighths. Sorry, just hit the microphone. Right, over here. Have we worked out 12 eighths yet? I think that's 96, isn't it? So we've got 96 spawning spaces per layer, which isn't huge. But if you get about 10 layers on one of these, you're at nearly 1,000 spawning spaces, and quite effective. So we could have done with an infinite spring. Yeah, we'll build it over here because this is probably where we're going to leave. So we just stick 1 in there, 1 in there. Keep forgetting these stack now. No, we'll keep the bow on the hotbar just in case. We'll get rid of the axe just in case things get exciting. So this goes in there. That should reach the centre perfectly. Yes. One in there. And anything we don't pick up will end up in the hopper. So now I'm going to have trouble getting out. There's my infinite spring. Where do I put it? Over this side? Here we go. And you can see by the bald piece of... Oh no, this is somewhere completely different. So we're going to fill that in so we don't forget. From the middle. Right, we'll get all these done. Then we go to the corners. Infinite spring. Didn't leave a way into it. We need 3. Right, where have we done? We've done that one. Oops, not there. 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 Done this one. Yep. So I think they're all done. So if we take these from the end now. Drop that in the middle, that's killed that. One of these on. One of these in here. Right, so you can see what this is. We have got 12 spawning pads. The source block of water is recessed 1. I'm sure you saw it, but I can probably show you again. Yeah, it's recessed 1 in the middles and 1 in the corners, and the half slabs to stop spiders from spawning. So all we've got to do now is put a roof on it and not get shot off by skellies. So we need another rim round the edge and the roof. So here we are on top of our monstrosity, and believe me, it is a monstrosity. I thought more of it would have been underground, but it's not. We'll sort out a ladder or something to get up there at some stage. And yes, I did remember to take the crafting bench out of the middle. So there it is. Our monstrosity. I think I might tidy this up now, actually. I don't really like all that ugliness. Can I reach? No, typical. Right, I think I'll put a ladder or something up there for future builds, because we may go higher, we may not. I said in my other world I got one that's about 10 layers high, and it's just crazy really. There's no need for it. No need to have one that high. Unless of course you want stacks and stacks of gunpowder. And you may not have a skeleton spawner or a zombie spawner, so you might want arrows and bones. But there that is. Right, let's see. Go and collect the rubble. And see if we've got time for anything else today. Slimes. I told you. Where is he? It's got quieter. There he is. Come on. 3. Handy old looting sword. So yeah, we don't need a slime farm. That happens quite regularly. There's our crafting bench and a piece of cobble. Right. What? Yes, we have some slime. We have some blaze powder. And we have some ender eyes. Or ender pearls. Now we have ender eyes. Right. Two ender chests. I've been wanting an ender chest so badly. Oh, bucket, come back. Got ya. We're not going to get this back though. One crafting table. Right. That block is above the water source, so that can remain. I believe. What did I do with that? Nothing. Did it again, didn't I? Right, thank you. So one of these can go in there. Now that's got a much smaller hitbox than the crafting bench, so we should technically have less trouble filling our buckets up. Yep. Can we... Why can't I open my ender chest? Is that... I have put it too far back. Right. We're not leaving that in there. Get rid of that source block and that source block. That didn't go quite as planned. And yes, I do realise I need a silk touch pick to get my ender chest back. Thank you. So for those of you who didn't know, don't try and retrieve your ender chest with a normal pick, or you will only get the obsidian. Let's get rid of some of this. Right, so this didn't go quite as smoothly as planned. Get rid of that. Oh, I just heard a creeper die in our trap. Did you hear it? So there was 8 gunpowder in there. Hopefully he's dropped something. And we've now got more than 8. Right, ender chest. No, it's still not right, is it? I really am having a stupidity attack here. Give me that. I did want that there, and that means that does have to be knocked out. And a silk touch, so I got it back as stone, which is nice. But we want that to be stone. I will get there in a little while. That does need to go there. That operates now. Oh, I must have clipped one of them. And one of them, unless of course that was a block update. Brain work. Right. Now we can have our infinite spring back. And we have an ender chest. Lovely. Now we should have two crafting benches in our... Oh yeah. I forgot anvils are gravity affected. That reminded us. Something strange going on with my inventory at the moment. Can't seem to move anything very well. Oh, shift. They can go back. Right, so now we have two ender chests. I love an ender chest. I use it as a backpack. I'll put diamonds in there, stack of iron, stack of food, stack of torches, stack of coal, stack of logs, couple of stacks of arrows, spare tools and weapons, and then take an ender chest with me wherever I go and place it. So what happened here then? A creeper died but didn't drop anything, unfortunately. Yep, that's all good. So there we have it. Another episode. Second layer on a mob trap. You now know how to build one of them if you didn't before. And we'll work over there on what's behind that door next time. So see you later. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.